Hi guys, here Romy from Musa XO, this channel, and this video is about the dark side. I wanted to do a video that was disruptive to me, to my own comfort, and I've been doing that regularly for the past few weeks. Things outside of my comfort zone, like recording videos in English, recording a video when I was sick and had no makeup on, etc., etc. I think that nowadays we spend so much time presenting something that you start believing yourself what it is that you're marketed, and people are like hashtag blessed, hashtag lucky girl, hashtag lucky girl love my job, hashtag love my life. What? Almost like you're trying to convince yourself of that. I think that is not the way it should be, but then there you go. That's my dark side, the judgment. So I'm gonna start with all the stuff that it's really the garbage of me, and I hope that is an example of how you can really face your dark side in a powerful way. I've no agenda in sharing this other than pushing myself to do something that's breaking through my own fears of speaking my mind, saying what I mean and meaning what I say. And I'm just already starting with my dark side, the fears. We have fears that run deep in us, and one of these massive fears that I had was that if I spoke, I would lose my life. It was such an exaggerated fear that came from ancestral. My parents were in military regime, and my uncle almost got by the militaries and got disappeared and all of that, and also past lives that make you have this cellular memory that is completely irrational. But mine was extremely choking. I thought I would lose my life, expelled from my tribe, my family, all of that. It was just completely out there, and that was cave dark stuff. I don't even know why I'm starting with that one. That's a heavy one. I got it out of the way. Next one. This one I didn't even write down. Another thing that's like not pleasant. Vain. I'm quite vain. I care how I look. I care how I smell, how my car smells inside. Another thing. Oh yeah. Judgment. I can be super judgmental, and for me, and the way I was conditioned was that there's a right way of doing things and there's a shitty way of doing things, and I just think I know the right way, and there's a right way of saying hello and presenting yourself and addressing people and behaving at the table and all of that. I have these things in my mind that are like, this is the way you do it, and I have very little tolerance, especially for my friends, neighbors, close people. I have very little tolerance of their sloppiness around that. Again, another unbearable part of me, but it's all in the light. It's a dark side, but I'm seeing it and I'm sharing it with you, hopefully inspiring you to say, oh my God, yes, I have that too. Another thing, I pride myself of being a really good mother. I think I am super fun, cheeky, but I also can be super unavailable mentally. I can be completely not present, dial it in with dinner, with lunch, with breakfast. I can be so sloppy with that. And I'm not trying to make it like, oh my God, I'm really that way. And sometimes 60% of the time, maybe 80% of the time, I don't know, I can disappear too into my realm. I don't know how to set boundaries with other people other than just basically removing myself from a situation. Just going upstairs, going to a bathroom, just going. Like, also, I lose my grace when I'm hungry or angry, and exponentially when I'm hangry. Not something I enjoyed about myself. I'm so aware of it. It causes me so much suffering to be in that space. But again, it's there. I see it and I'm working on it, God. I have a very addictive personality. I always have an addiction to something. I know this is going to maybe shock people that I say it so openly, but it's such a relief to say it. I've always had an addiction to something, whether it's food or graham crackers, or no, never had an addiction to graham crackers. Chips Ahoy probably, or cigarettes for a while, or alcohol or drugs or prescription drugs. I always have an insidious running addiction that it's one of my biggest demons, but it's there. What can I say? It's not shopping. Do I get points for that? This is very embarrassing, but I'm gonna throw it out there because it might help some people. I think about sex a lot, and I have a very vulgar mind that sometimes solves everything with sex. Like if I have a waitress that is flimsy or distracted or too affected or I just, in my mind, I solve it with a good, I don't know why, but I always want to apply people a big, that's it. And please, well, you can judge me for that if you want to. I already know it, but I would love to be kinder and more accepting of others and their limitations and their journey. And I am in that space a lot, but I'm talking in this video about the dark side, the demons, the monsters, and that they creep out and they sabotage you. And so when you're aware of it, I feel like that's just a hack. It's power. It's living wisely when you see it. And see, nobody else is telling me. Now I told you what I know, and I also hopefully give you permission to say, me too, or look at my list. Guys, sorry, the list goes on. I feel like if I put it all in this one, I'm never have to talk about it again. Another thing about me is that I am super possessive, and I like people that I love for me, and I don't like sharing my clothes, and I don't like sharing my food. If I see somebody going through my closet and taking things and trying them on, I get... And if I see somebody grabbing food from my plate before I touched it, or while I'm touching it, in my head, I don't apply sex in that situation. I'm like, I want to chop their hand. I have this exaggerated survival response that is completely out of proportion with my current reality or with my access to food and shelter. Again, shadow side, dark side, part of yourself that is just ancestral. You can't understand it. But I also invite you to see that for yourself. And the message there is never diminish or discount anyone's fear because it doesn't make sense to you. Because sometimes it doesn't make sense to you, it doesn't make sense to the person, but it is what it is and it's there. And if you embrace it and if you see it, you become more free of it. So last but not least, and I can be extremely social and available for people for periods, and then I can go in a cave mode where I close the curtain. And when I say the curtain, is like those rolly curtains from like a cash and carry, like the heavy ones, the metal ones. I close the curtain on people and I just want to be in my cave, nobody around me. So guys, that's it. That is my most evident dark side, and hopefully you enjoyed this video. I really was super inspired to do this by this guy, this Mexican guy. I think his name is Diego Dreyfus. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing his name. And he did this video that I loved that's called Mi Mierda, and I thought, what is this and who is this genius? And I don't know if this is popular. I know that in YouTube a lot of people are like, things you don't know about me. I invite you to be open about it, but not in a weak way of, look, I'm broken too. I heard a song that says, you're broken like me, I'm broken like you, something like that. I'm like, ugh, no, I don't want to be that. But saying this actually makes me feel more integrated, more powerful, more stable. Oh my God, now I've just downloaded a whole bunch of other things that are my dark side. I'm gonna have to do like 3 chapters of this. But anyways, thank you for letting me indulge on this very selfish video. I'm gonna wrap it up. This video was supposed to be 4 minutes and it's probably 14 right now. See you online. Please comment and hope you have a wonderful day.